BM Park. Go ahead.
Going on, man? Change that.
All right, but go ahead and start up with the questions.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, being in entertainment biz and myself breaking into it as well, how do you maintain your sanity? It'd be a lot that go on, but I just inquired, like, how do you maintain your sanity? I noticed you take things with stride.
Well, that's a good question. To be honest with you, man, I am enamored and in love with the Lord Jesus Christ. And the thing is, there's been a saying that I've created over the years, which is people are quick to do some ratchet shit publicly. And, all over their timeline, beefing with this person, going at this person, baby mama, this and that. And they never want to talk about their spirituality publicly. And, it's like, I'm going at you publicly, but I'm praying privately so that God can protect me from the things that I'm saying publicly. So it's like, yeah. And then, oh my God, please protect me from it. And then they'll never put their spirituality on full display because they would much rather have the negativity or whatever they're saying and doing to do whatever it's doing. But, when you look at all these rappers wearing Jesus pieces, they got the chain on, but they're not talking publicly about their actual spirituality or their relationship with Christ. And so I thank God that I knew of God before I got in this game. And I think more importantly, the fact that I don't drink and I don't smoke and have never used drugs, Molly, X, Perk, I ain't never done nothing.
Wow.
And, I'm 41 and, you can't be influenced to do no dumb shit if you're never under the influence. So I thank God for my sanity. And I also, to be honest with you, nothing about my life is regular, so to speak, but I feel like a regular guy that's having an experience that's not regular. Meaning like, I'm just a little black boy from Watts, bro, South Central LA. My mom made us go to a Social Security building and play retarded so we can get Social Security checks. We had WIC vouchers and food stamps and every form of public aid there was. And so here it literally feels like God just picked me up from the back of my shirt and just dropped me down into this entire game. And so who am I to be in the industry and become of the industry? I'm a regular guy that happens to be in this. That's why I'm on this Zoom call, because my vibrations is of a regular guy, quote unquote. And I don't need to be on Zoom calls where it's 20 celebrities on here and we talking about superficial celebrity shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in any way that I could use my God-given stage and platform and influence to pull somebody up, because I make this shit look easy, bro. I've had too many dudes over the years that was like, yo, man, you so regular. It really made me feel like I could be a hood nigga from Watts, Compton, Long Beach, or Baltimore. Like, you really made me feel like there is a such thing as just being a regular guy that works hard as hell to do something and become something and achieve it. Because, other niggas feel like they gotta paint their hair purple or put a bone in their lip or just do some weird over-the-top shit in order to make it. And, I'm a regular guy, nigga. I cut my own hair. You know what I mean? I'm like,
skill I wish I had.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be over the top and be. There's some niggas that are weird naturally, and then you got other niggas that work hard at being weird. I'm a regular guy, man. You know, and you know, but I work hard, bro. I work hard as hell. Like, I with all due respect, I don't know y'all background, but I don't think there's anybody on this Zoom call that works harder than me to this day. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't got nothing to do with I'm working hard because I'm trying to maintain what I have. It's just this appetite that's inside of me, man. That's like, I'm like trying to get it at all times. And, you know, I refuse to be on the receiving end of what this world want to do to me. I'm here to fuck the world up. I ain't trying to let the world fuck me up. So anyway, go ahead. What's the next question?
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, you pretty much answered.
You answered it, brother.
What I did want to ask you, but you know, another question I have for you is because you know, you said you don't drink, you know,
right. You
don't smoke and stuff like that, and majority of us in here do. I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but for myself, I definitely do.
I'll take his blunt if you don't want.
What other coping mechanisms would you say that there is, you know, that could help us, you know?
Whatever coping?
Yeah, like what other coping mechanisms healthy that would help us, you know, deal with certain stress when our back is up against the wall, stuff like that.
Talking. See, you got to imagine mental health issues are tied to, you know, we tell women, shut up, god damn, you're talking too much. We don't talk enough.
I can agree
what
with that.
happens is our survival mode is we got to get this money, we got to hustle, we got the kids, we got the pressure, we got the constant energy of women poking at us and, you know, trying to castrate us and chop our balls off and make us feel like we're not enough. And we carry that shit and it goes into our heads and it's a pressure cooker. And you have to imagine mental health like the difference between boiling a pot of water and having the lid off versus boiling a pot of water and leaving the lid on. You know, steam wants to go and it wants to evaporate and it wants to disappear. Wow. But we have a habit of keeping everything in. We think that talking to the homies is the answer. That's a part of it. But us as men, we have to do a better job. We have to commit ourselves to communicating. We have to commit ourselves to saying, you know, like, how do I feel? The go-to is the drink, the smoke, or whatever. Because here's the thing, when a lot of niggas smoke, they don't smoke because they just love weed. Some niggas do. Most niggas is like, I got so much shit on my mind and I need something to help me to get rid of these thoughts but, you know, and that's their form of kind of taking the lid off the top of the pot. But bro, I got shit on my mind and sometimes I just need to talk and get it out so that I'm not carrying it. Because mental health issues to me, and my experience is tied into, it's just bouncing around in your head over and over and over and over, and you don't have an outlet. And, you know, some niggas be definitely talking about some shit that don't make no sense, so you can make them feel like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? But, you know, for the most part, us as men, it's not natural for us to communicate. It's not natural for us. I'm all right, you know, nah, I'm good. Exactly. You're not good. You're not good. You're actually not. And I think the start of it is literally saying, I'm not okay. You know, and I went through that probably about 5 months ago. And my wife seen my energy was low and I just was in this funk. And I kept saying the words, I'm not okay. So I ended up for a whole week, I went on a spiritual retreat to this place in Arizona. And I left my phone off for like 4 days of the 7 days that I was there. And it made all the difference in the world. It was expensive as fuck, but it was, you know, so I think the weed and the drink is some hood shit that the hood done taught us. Like, you know, you feeling some niggas play video games, smoke, drink, but that ain't the answer, bro, because the moment that the weed wear off, you right back to thinking about the shit that made you smoke the weed.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think we should become intentional about really thinking through and talking through the stuff that's on our mind. You know, the suicide rate amongst Black men is higher than it's ever been. And, you know, and then, you know, what's really strange, and again, I've been a multi-millionaire for 20 years now. People that before I made my first dime, because I was broker than broke, I had never seen what the other side of $100 looked like when I was in Watts. And it's so crazy to me that I've been able to experience both sides. So you say, well, if I had that, I'd be all right. So how do you explain Robin Williams killing himself? He was worth $40 million.
Mm-hmm.
How do you explain Anthony Bourdain, as Dave Chappelle said in his comedy special, running around the world, eating at fine restaurants, living his best life, and he just woke up one day and decided, I don't want to live? How do you explain Kate Spade, who just killed herself with 2 daughters, probably a $450 million net worth? So it says to me that when you broke, you connect money to being the answer. And then when you get money, you realize that money is not the answer, because if you fucked up before money, you still gonna be fucked up after you get money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just important that us as Black men specifically, we pour into each other and we become intentional about just talking through the stuff that's on our minds.
Right. Yep.
And so that's my answer.
I mean, honestly, you know, I definitely appreciate you, you know, for taking the time out and talking with us today. Definitely shedded some light on some things for myself personally. I didn't know if anybody else had a question or so before you had to go.
I'll open up the mics. Hold on.
And I guess he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
He just.
I wanted to know if he ever sought professional help.
Looked like he left. I don't know what happened.
I don't know if he left. I don't know if he lost connection or whatever. Yeah, so we'll just wait it out.